soda can you tossed into the recycling bin today could be back on a store shelf, freshly filled and ready to drink in just 60 days. Even more amazing, over 120,000 aluminum cans are recycled every single minute worldwide. That's nearly 173 million cans a day. This massive process not only saves huge amounts of energy, but also keeps tons of waste out of landfills. Aluminum is special because it can be recycled endlessly without losing quality, making it one of the most valuable materials to recycle. But how does this all work? From the moment you drop that empty can into a bin, it starts an incredible journey. This journey moves through giant machines, roaring furnaces, and high-tech sorting systems that can process thousands of cans in minutes. It's not just about saving resources. This system also creates jobs, supports a multi-billion-dollar industry, and helps fight climate change by cutting down greenhouse gas emissions. In this video, we'll show each part of this fascinating process, from how cans are collected and sorted, to how they're melted and reshaped into new ones. You'll see how crumpled, dirty cans are transformed into spotless, shiny ones, ready to start their journey all over again. So, get ready to explore how recycling over 120,000 aluminum cans every minute is possible and why it's such a big deal for our planet. The recycling journey for aluminum cans starts the moment you toss them into a bin. But collecting these cans is no small task. In the United States, consumers can drop off used cans at redemption centers and even earn a bit of cash for doing so. This simple system helps keep millions of cans out of landfills. Meanwhile, Europe has its own way of getting cans back: deposit refund programs and community collection drives that encourage people to recycle. Then there's Brazil, leading the world with an impressive 98% recycling rate, proving that strong national programs can make a big difference. Once collected, the cans are taken to recycling centers where they're crushed and packed into massive bales. Each bale can weigh up to 1,000 kilograms and hold about 65,000 cans. Without being compressed, loose cans would take up way too much space, making them expensive to transport. But these tightly packed blocks are easy to ship to large recycling plants in places like the UK, Japan, Germany, and the US. It's the first big step in turning old cans into brand new ones, ready to start the process all over again. After the cans arrive at the recycling plant, they're ready for some serious action. First, the giant bales of crushed cans are fed onto conveyor belts, leading to powerful shredders. These machines, with 340 horsepower, tear through the bales like it's nothing. The cans are ripped into tiny, jagged pieces in seconds. This step isn't just for show. Shredding makes the cans easier to clean and quicker to melt down later on. But before they can be melted, the shredded pieces need to be cleaned thoroughly. This is where advanced sorting systems come in. Since aluminum isn't magnetic, it can't be separated with magnets like steel. So the pieces speed down conveyor belts, passing through high-tech optical scanners that detect and remove anything that isn't aluminum, like plastic, glass, or even leftover labels. This fast and precise system ensures that only clean aluminum moves on to the next stage, getting it one step closer to becoming a shiny new can. Even after being shredded and sorted, the aluminum pieces still have a problem. They're covered in protective lacquers and colorful paint. If these coatings aren't removed, they can contaminate the melted aluminum and ruin the quality of new cans. To fix this, the shredded metal passes through high-temperature furnaces that heat up to over 700 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to instantly burn away the paint and lacquer, leaving behind clean, bare metal. As the aluminum shreds move through the furnace, powerful airflows carry away the vaporized coatings so they can't settle back onto the metal. This step is crucial because even a small amount of leftover residue could cause defects in the final product. By the time the aluminum exits the furnace, it's spotless and ready for the next stage, melting it down to make new cans. With the coatings burned off, the clean aluminum pieces move to the next step: smelting. Inside massive furnaces, the metal is heated until it melts into a glowing, silvery liquid. But there's a problem. When aluminum melts, it reacts with oxygen in the air, creating a layer of aluminum oxide called dross. This dross floats on the surface, much like foam on a hot cup of coffee. If it's not removed, it can mix back into the liquid metal and ruin its quality. To deal with this, skilled operators use long steel paddles to skim the dross off the surface. It's a delicate job that takes both practice and precision. But that's not all. Modern recycling plants also add special chemicals called flux agents to the molten aluminum. These agents help impurities stick together, making them easier to remove. In some cases, plants even inject chlorine gas into the furnace. The chlorine reacts with unwanted particles, lifting them to the surface for easy skimming. This combination of manual skimming and chemical refining leaves the aluminum nearly pure and ready for the next stage, casting it into solid forms. Once the aluminum is purified, it's ready to be cast into solid forms called ingots. The molten metal is poured into molds, where it quickly cools and hardens. One popular method is direct chill casting, which sprays water onto the metal as it leaves the mold. This rapid cooling prevents cracks or defects from forming, ensuring the ingots are strong and flawless. Each of these giant blocks can weigh up to 27 tons and hold the recycled aluminum from about 1.5 million cans. Some recycling plants use a different approach called twin roll strip casting, which turns molten aluminum directly into thin sheets instead of large ingots. However, for large-scale operations, casting ingots is still the preferred method because they're easier to transport and work with. Once cooled and solid, these massive ingots are ready for the next part of their journey, being flattened into thin sheets at rolling mills. After cooling, the huge aluminum ingots are sent to rolling mills to be flattened into thin sheets. First, they're reheated to about 525 degrees Celsius to soften the metal and make it easier to work with. Then, powerful rollers press them again and again, gradually making the slabs thinner and longer. By the end of this process, the aluminum sheets are as thin as 1/4 millimeter, thinner than a grain of rice but still strong enough to hold liquid. These massive rolls of aluminum sheets are then ready to be shipped to can manufacturing plants. At the can manufacturing plants, the thin aluminum sheets are transformed into the cans we use every day. High-speed machines punch out thousands of shallow cups from the sheets every minute, but that's just the start. These cups are pushed through a series of forming rings, each one slightly smaller than the last, stretching them into the familiar can shape. The walls end up thin enough to be lightweight but strong enough to hold liquid without bending or breaking. After shaping, the cans go through a thorough cleaning process to remove any grease, dust, or leftover particles. Each can's interior is also treated to prevent any reaction with the beverages they'll hold, keeping drinks fresh and safe. Meanwhile, separate machines cut out lids from aluminum sheets, press them into shape, and attach rubber seals to keep them airtight. Once the lids are fitted with pull tabs, the cans are almost ready for their next adventure. Aluminum recycling is a key part of what's called a circular economy. In this system, products are reused and recycled continuously instead of ending up in landfills. This not only reduces waste, but also makes the economy more sustainable in the long run. By keeping aluminum in the loop, we're not just saving resources, we're also helping build a greener and more efficient world. After the cans are shaped, cleaned, and sealed with their lids, they're ready for the final part of their journey. They're sent to filling plants, where high-speed machines fill them with soda, beer, or other beverages in just seconds. The cans are then sealed tight to keep the drinks fresh and moved quickly to packaging lines. From there, they're shipped to stores all over the world, ready to be bought, chilled, and enjoyed. But the journey doesn't stop there. Thanks to aluminum's unique ability to be recycled endlessly, the can you drink from today could be back on a store shelf in just 60 days. Once emptied and tossed into a recycling bin, the can starts the process all over again, from collection and shredding to melting and reshaping. This endless cycle of recycling not only saves energy but also keeps tons of waste out of landfills. It's a powerful reminder that something as simple as recycling a can make a big difference for our planet. The recycling of aluminum cans is a remarkable process that shows just how powerful recycling can be. From the moment a can is tossed into a bin to the point where it's back on a store shelf, every step is designed to save energy, reduce waste, and protect the environment. Recycling aluminum not only uses 95% less energy than making new aluminum, but also helps cut down on greenhouse gas emissions and keeps valuable materials out of landfills. This billion-dollar industry proves that sustainability and profit can go hand in hand. By supporting a circular economy, where products are reused instead of thrown away, aluminum recycling is helping build a greener and more sustainable future. So the next time you toss an empty can into the recycling bin, remember, you're not just getting rid of trash. You're helping power an incredible cycle that benefits both the planet and the economy.